Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are reviewing the IFootage Beava Bag. This bag hasn't been announced yet and I'm happy to say that IFootage reached out to me to be able to be part of the launch of this bag. So I got this bag a few months ago and I have been using it for a while, and here are my thoughts about it. It's a 50-liter bag, as you can see. It's a bit wide. It's all leather, which is great, so weather protection is perfect. You have a very nice compartment here that can actually... It doesn't open totally, it just expands, just like that. And in here you have a few hooks, so you can actually pretty much attach things to it. You can attach a tripod if you want to have the tripod on the top, which I don't personally use. I usually just throw in there filters and batteries and things like that. The two openings over here. I usually use my tripod on the side pockets, I prefer. This is with the rubber, so it's like, it's nice. You can carry the bag like this as well, if you want to, or to help you out, because it has two handles, one on each side. The back is like this, very comfortable. Padding is here and there. You have the side straps that can be removed. They are here at the moment as I was trying them out. Very comfortable, very nice. This bag, compared to all the other bags I have, opens from the front, which is something that personally took me a while, let's say a long time, to get used to it. I'm usually used to take my bag and put the bag like this, which is not good because the gear falls to the other side. Instead of putting it like this, I'm just not that used to this type of bags. And in here, as you can see, the 50 liters you can use as in the compartments as you want. I was using some zoom lens, I was using drones here. The reason I had this in such a strange way is because I had two remote controls here for drones. I had two drones over here, and then I had my camera and a bunch of lenses. You have a few pockets here as well that usually you can throw whatever you want there, cloths, batteries, whatever you want. You have side access to the bag if you wish. I don't use it. I don't really like, to be honest, to have side access to the bags. I usually like to see everything I have. So usually I just throw it on the floor and check it out. And in here on the bottom you also have a zipper where you have the rain cover that actually has been used. But to be honest, I don't think that you need it, because this is really leather, so I think for the most part this should be safe. But I wanted to see how it was. Also, this was an unreleased bag, so I usually like to cover them up when I can, or when there is a lot of dirt on the ground. I usually use it, so sometimes it's not even for the rain. I'll just put this later. So you also have a pocket inside here on the side opening, and this is their first bag. I have to say, for a first attempt of a bag, it's very nice. This is not a hiking bag that I would take to the woods, just because I don't like to have bags just like this with no option to put clothes and food. Of course I can separate this and do that anyway, but then they're exposed when I open the bag. But for the city, this is a very nice bag. I have to say, like, when I go to cities, this is what I take. One thing I also don't like, and I wish they had a bit of difference, like, as you can see how thick this bag is. So these days I use a mirrorless camera, so I don't need to have the big DSLRs. Well, I don't have the DSLR, so I don't need such depth in the bag. So I don't need the bag to be so deep. If the bag would be half the size of this, like let's say smaller, for people that have mirrorlesses would be much better. So I think that this bag is great for what it is, but if they had the same version, just skinnier, it would be better in the airports as well. So again, nobody complained about this bag. I believe it was just at the right size. I was a bit afraid in some overhead bins. I put it there and it was just about. Nobody complained, luckily. But that's one of my concerns, is when people see this bag, because it's like this, is this thick. I think they may be, they can see, oh, this bag is very heavy or is very big. Can I weight it? These type of attentions that we photographers don't want to have. And as you can see, it's really deep. I don't need such a deep bag for my mirrorless cameras and the gear I personally use. I'm sure some of you need it, or some of you are still using mirrorlesses, or you know, bigger cameras, like if you're using a red camera, this is the perfect bag for it because it's really deep and it really allows you to put deeper things on it. For me personally, yeah, again, as I said, I wish it wasn't like that. No. And as usual, you have on these bags, you have these dividers, different sizes of dividers. I wish that companies would have dividers, more dividers. When I mean by more dividers, more options of dividers. They give you, I think, 2 sizes, I believe, or 3. And sometimes, at least personally for me, is a bit of a struggle. I wish there was some that were slightly longer and some that were slightly shorter for odd items. Like sometimes I put things here, or I put the drone in a way, or the controller in a way that I wish that they had slightly different dividers. But this is seems to be a common problem in the camera world, to be honest with you. So yeah, do I recommend this bag? Yes, I do. As I said, this bag is not out yet, so this is a pre-production bag. But I have to say that feels pretty much finished to me. I don't see any issues with the amount of time that I used. As you can see, being leather, it really helps to not to dirt to go away. It doesn't get scratched that much. So this may, I don't know what kind of material they used here, but it's nice. It feels nice. And one thing that this bag is light. Is lighter than some of the bags I have for the same size. Like this bag feels really light, which is something really nice. So yeah, this is all I have to say about this bag. Another thing I forgot to mention is I traveled with my laptop in here. So in the back of the bag you have a place for your laptop. You have a place for your tablet as well, separately. And then you have a zipper over here that has a small pocket. I usually use my AirTags in there. I put my AirTag in there because it's closed and it's against my back. So here is a good place for an AirTag, or just in the middle here. So yeah, in here you should be able to put. Oh, this bag is really long, so even more than, I would say, even a 17-inch laptop should fit here without any issues at all. Mine is 14, so I didn't really try bigger laptops, but you have the option for that, and then you have the option for the tablet here, and there is a magnetic. There is something magnetic here so that when you close it, you can hear the noise. So it's magnetic, so just slide it in, and it's done. Straps are comfortable. They don't have any pockets on them. Neither of them have pockets. The same with the hip strap. By doing that, they make the bags much lighter as well, because as you can see, this hip strap is much lighter. So if you have the bag very heavy, obviously I recommend to use this. But it's not really a hiking bag like other bags I have. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I talk to you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye.